Hello everybody and welcome back to the Garibaldi Red podcast, a Nottingham Forest podcast in a bit of an unusual location. Just driving back from the game and just me today, this afternoon, to talk through Forest's 2-2 draw with Leicester at the City ground. Disappointing, really disappointing. Not going to dress it up, not going to say there was that many positives. My only positive would be Ibrahim Sangare had a good game and I thought Chris Wood took that header beautifully. Other than that, Forest had plenty of chances to put the game to bed. Didn't. I thought first half we started quite brightly. I thought first half we came out of the blocks, we looked like we wanted it. It had that special City ground atmosphere. You felt like it was going to be a big day to capitalise on the chance we had, because ultimately people go, well, Forest will bottle this. Well, it's in Forest's hands. Forest are the team to almost sustain where we've been all season. For once, we're not chasing to survive. We're not chasing to get European football. We've had European football really in the bag for the whole season. So it's just about trying to get over the line. But today feels like a massive knock in the teeth and really disappointing. I thought, like I say, first half played quite well, started brightly. Leicester get the goal. It was a bit confusing. It went to VAR. We didn't know what was going to happen, but ultimately it was there. It was then quite a quick response. Morgan Gibbs-White, I thought had a pretty decent game. Gets on the end of a decent delivery, puts the ball into the back of the net, and you think, here we go, Forest have gone to win this now. We get to the second half, and even really, despite Forest scoring, I just didn't think. I genuinely thought Leicester wanted it more than Forest today. They wanted to derail Forest's European Champions League hopes, and Forest just didn't respond well. I thought, and I hate to single out certain players, but we have to, because there were below par performances. I thought Ola Reina looked really casual. I thought he was kind of jogging back to goal when Forest were in the dying minutes of the game, and he made a bit of an error out. I need to replay the goals. I've not seen them back. And we'll get on to what happened after the game with Marinakis as well, so obviously that's a big talking point. But Ola Reina, he just looked way too casual for me. He looked like he wasn't really that bothered at times. I thought he had a poor game. I thought Dominguez should have done better. I thought the chance with the header, he had to take it. He should have done much better with it. These are the chances that you won't get that often in the Premier League. Yes, Leicester are in the bottom three and they're already relegated, but they were up for it today, and I didn't think they played well. I thought they played really well compared to Forest, who didn't play well. And yeah, I thought Nico Dominguez should have taken that chance. Taiwo Awoniyi, I'm really struggling to keep faith in Taiwo at the minute when he comes onto the pitch, and I don't like doing it to any professional footballer, because it's one hard job at times, and dealing with criticism. But Taiwo, for me, just didn't look interested. Yes, he got injured, which wasn't great to see. Which, to add the lino, should have done so much better there to keep your flag down when it was clearly offside. Everyone in the main stand where we were sat could see it was offside. Put the flag up. That caused an injury as well. Not just Taiwo, but obviously the Leicester player. So yeah, disappointing to see that. Disappointing to see Taiwo get injured. But other than that, did he really look that bothered before? He couldn't even score that chance. I'm losing faith rapidly in Taiwo, and I think Forest do need to get rid of him in the summer. And I just think it goes to show again, if we'd have recruited in January, maybe we wouldn't be in this nervy period now. A point kind of really secures Forest some sort of European football next season. But in reality, for me, not good enough. Should have got all three. Should have won the game. And very disappointed that we didn't. Full-time scenes, really disappointing to see Marinakis go on the pitch and do that. Can I see it slightly? Yes, you invest your money into a football club. Yes, I'm just going to put the aircon on more in the car because it's boiling here. It's been one of them days in Nottingham. Beautiful day to play football, just a shame we couldn't get the results. So, talking about Marinakis, yes, he puts money into the club. Yes, he's passionate. Yes, we love him for what he's done. But you don't go onto a professional football pitch and basically have a go at Nuno. It didn't even really do it discreetly. Wrong of him to do. We're not in the Greek Super League, Marinakis. We're in the Premier League, and there'll be cameras and media there all the time, and it just puts Forest under this scrutiny again. Forest have been the club that's gone under the radar all this season. For me now, we're not under the radar because everyone's talking about us bottling it, and we've got to show togetherness. We've got to show what we've shown all season, which is the desire to get the job done and the desire to prove everyone wrong and to challenge the so-called top six narrative in the Premier League and in English football. So they've got to remain together, the players, the staff, the fans, and today it felt like it just broke apart that togetherness a little bit, particularly at the end with Marinakis. So I don't agree with it, and we'll move on and hopefully try and get 3 points next week. Look, 2 games. It's 2 games. It's 2 massive cup finals. These will be 2 games that will define Forest for the next couple of years, potentially, whether we're a mid-table Premier League club or we're a European club. West Ham won't be easy. Yes, they've had a bit of a disappointing season under Graham Potter since he came in, but it won't be easy. And Chelsea on the last day, that's going to be one of the biggest games ever. It always seems like when we play Chelsea at home on the City ground, we've got something to fight for. Relegation last season, and the season before we had something similar as well. So that'll be a big game. It'll go down to that, I think. But these next 2 games, Forest have got to show more, and they've just got to. It's almost like we've lost our identity a little bit. And yeah, we're without Murillo, and yes, we're without Callum Hudson-Odoi, but the players have got to look up to that next man up mentality and just try and get the job done. And I feel like, particularly in the final third, we've lost our identity a bit going forward, and it really frustrated me towards the end of the game today. Yes, we weren't losing, but we're still drawing to, no disrespect, a side in Leicester that are relegated, that have got nothing to play for in reality, that are one of the 3 worst teams that the Premier League have seen this season. The gap of quality this season between Leicester, Southampton, and which other team are we on about? I can't remember now. So it's just been poor, and I just think that Forest should have capitalised on that today. And we've got to do better, much better next week. We've got to do better against Chelsea, and we've got to try and turn it round. We've just lost a bit of our identity, and I thought the players were jogging back towards the final few minutes of the game, and they just didn't look that up for it, which disappointed me. But we'll see. I think we're going to guarantee some sort of European football, and on to the next game, just feeling a little bit deflated after coming out from the City ground and making the long drive home. But yeah, thanks as always for all the support on the podcast recently. We'll have more content this week, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. You can also follow us across YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts from. Give us a like, share and subscribe on there. And from me, in a boiling hot car, slightly deflated and disappointed with the result, hopefully my mood will be uplifted by a pizza when I get home. Come on, you Reds. We'll see you next time.